Good morning everyone. In the last video, we were discussing about the fibers, types of fibers, what are the advantages and disadvantages of fibers. Now today, we will discuss about how fibers can be converted into yarn and how yarn can be converted into fabric. And with this fabric, we made different types of clothes. So, how this fiber can be converted into yarn? Several strands of fibers twisted together and form yarn. When the fibers or the strands of fibers twisted together, they form yarn. And these fibers look like threads or thin filaments. These fibers look like this. See, these are the filaments or these are the fibers of wool. When these fibers twist together, they form a yarn. This is a yarn. Can you see the difference? These are fibers, and when these fibers twisted together like this, they form yarn. And this yarn can be converted into fabric. But how this fiber can be converted to yarns? How fibers can be converted into yarns? They can be converted into yarns by the process of spinning. The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. What we call the process? Spinning. In this process, fibers from a mass of cotton are drawn out and twisted. See, this is a cotton fiber, and this cotton fiber doesn't have any shape, and this look like a mass of cotton. But after spinning, this cotton fiber can be converted into yarn, and the cotton yarn can be converted into cotton fabric, from which several cotton clothes can be made. So, spinning is done manually with charkha or takli on smaller scale, whereas machines are used for spinning yarn on large scale. On smaller scale, we can use charkha or takli for spinning, but for large scale, machines are used for spinning. So, by this process of spinning, we get yarn. And how this yarn can be converted into fabric? There are two processes for this: weaving and knitting. Weaving and knitting are used for the conversion of yarn to fabric. How? Weaving. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric is called weaving. Now, after arranging sets of yarns together, we get a fabric by the process of weaving. Weaving of fabric is done on looms. The looms are either hand operated and power operated. Looms are the machine by which weaving is done. And this weaving can be hand operated or power operated. Now, the next process by which we get fabric from yarn is called knitting. In knitting, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric, unlike weaving where two sets of yarns are required. In knitting, we can make a piece of fabric by the use of only single yarn, whereas in weaving two sets of yarns are required. Knitting is done by hand and also on machines. Knitting can be done by hand. You have seen your mother knitting sweaters, and the sweaters made by machines also. So knitting can be done by hand or by machines. So there are two processes by which we get fabric from yarn, and these are weaving and knitting. Whereas by the process of spinning we get yarn from fibers. So this chart can explain the whole chapter, fibers to fabric. We get fibers from plants and animals and chemicals also, like we get natural fibers from plants and animals, and we get synthetic fibers from chemicals. So we get fibers from plants, animals and chemicals, and after spinning we get yarn from fibers. Yarns can be converted into fabric by the process of weaving and knitting. And after stitching these fabrics we get different types of clothes. So I hope you have understood the spinning, weaving and knitting, and how fibers can be converted into yarn, yarn can be converted into fabric, and how several clothes can be made by the use of fabric. Now one topic which is very important is left in this chapter, that is history of clothing material. Early man used big leaves and bark of trees, animal skin and or fur to cover their bodies. Early man used fur, animal skin and bark of trees to cover their bodies because early man do not have clothes to cover their body. That is why they use animal skin, fur and bark of trees or twigs to cover their bodies. After settling in agricultural communities, man learned to weave. When they settled in agricultural communities, after that they learned to weave. They started weaving grass, twigs, animal hair into long strands which were then woven into fabric. But early man did not know that how to stitch clothes. So they started weaving grass, twigs, animal hair into long strands which were then woven into fabric. Now man became aware of plant fibers. After some time, man became aware of plant fibers. The early Indians wore fabric made out of cotton. In ancient Egypt, cotton as well as flax were used for making fabrics. The early Indians wore fabrics made out of cotton. In Egypt, cotton as well as flax were used for making fabrics. But in those days, stitching was unknown to people. People simply drape fabrics around their bodies. Even today, unstitched clothes like saris, dhotis, lungis and turbans are widely in use. But in those days, stitching was unknown to people, so they simply drape fabric around their bodies. Even today also, some unstitched clothes like sari, dhotis, lungis and turbans are in use. When sewing needle was invented, people learned how to stitch fibers to make fabric. Stitched clothes have gone through many variations since this invention. After the invention of sewing needle, people learned to stitch fibers to make fabric, and with this fabric different types of clothes can be made. And now today stitched clothes have gone through many variations since this invention. You all know that today stitched clothes have gone through different variations, and today we have different types of clothes to wear or to cover our body, and these clothes help us to prevent from the weather conditions and the insects also. So with this we have completed this chapter. Let's revise one more time. You all know that fiber is a fine thread like filament, and these fibers are of two types, natural fibers and synthetic fiber. Natural fibers are also of two types, plant fiber and animal fiber. The examples are cotton, jute and coir, whereas the example of animal fibers are wool and silk. Cotton can be obtained from the cotton plant and cotton balls by the process of ginning. This cotton can be used to make several types of clothes, bags, etc. And this cotton is mainly grown in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Punjab, Telangana, etc. Now the second type of fiber is jute. Jute can be obtained from the stem of jute plant. It is grown in rainy season, mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. It is mainly grown in alluvial soil, and in rainy season it is used to make carpets, baskets, robe, gunny bag, shopping bag, etc. Next type of fiber is coir. Coir is mainly obtained from coconut palm. It is mainly grown in southern region like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, etc. Now the next type of fibers are animal fibers like wool. We get wool from animals like sheep, goat, rabbit, yak or camel. Wool is used for making warm clothes such as sweater, cap, gloves, etc. Now the next fiber is silk. We get silk from silkworm. This silk fiber is very expensive. Now the next type of fibers are synthetic fibers. Fibers that are produced by a human in industries are called synthetic fiber. These are also known as man-made fibers or artificial fibers because these are made by man in industries. And the examples of synthetic fibers are nylon and polyester. Clothes made of synthetic fibers are strong and last long. The clothes which are made from synthetic fibers are last long because it is a strong fiber. They are wrinkle free and dry is very easily. There are several advantages and disadvantages of natural and synthetic fibers both. Clothes made from natural fibers are more comfortable than those made of synthetic fibers. Producing material from natural fibers are less harmful to our environment. Those materials which can be made from natural fibers are very less harmful to our environment. Natural fibers are non-allergic to skin. They do not cause any allergy to the skin, but they have some disadvantages also. Natural fibers are expensive as compared to synthetic fiber. They are expensive than synthetic fibers. Natural fibers might shrink due to aggressive washing. After washing, they might be shrink. In the same way, synthetic fiber also have some advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are synthetic fibers are less expensive as compared to natural fiber. They are less expensive. They dries up quickly. They are very easy to maintain. They are very easy to wash. They are strong, and that is why they are used to make parachutes and ropes to sustain heavy loads, because they are strong, so they can sustain heavy loads. They also have some disadvantages. Synthetic fibers melt on heating. If synthetic clothes catch fire, it can be disastrous. Synthetic clothes catch fire very easily, and if they catch fire, so it can be very disastrous. So while working in the kitchen, we should never wear synthetic clothes. They may cause allergy to skin. Synthetic clothes may cause allergy to the skin. So with this we have completed the fibers, natural and synthetic fibers. Fibers can be converted into yarn, and yarn can be converted into fibers. So by the process of spinning, fibers can be converted into yarn, and by the process of weaving and knitting, yarn can be converted into fabric. So I hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you and see you in the next video.